You're functioning, but you're empty. You're still functioning. That's the strange part. You wake up, you get out of bed, you wash your face, you check your phone, you move through the day like you always do. Nothing is obviously wrong. You show up, you respond, you complete what needs to be done. From the outside, you look fine, but inside something feels missing. Not pain, not sadness, not panic, just nothing. You can still talk to people. You still laugh at the right moments. You still nod when you're supposed to. Your voice sounds normal. Your face knows what expressions to make. But the moment the conversation ends, it leaves no trace, no warmth, no connection, no memory that stays longer than a few seconds. It's like everything passes through you without touching anything. You do your work, you finish tasks, you cross things off lists, and yet when it's done, there's no sense of completion. Just the quiet question, was I even there? Time moves. You move with it. But you don't feel like you're in it. You get tired. Not the kind of tired sleep can fix. You rest. You sleep early. You sleep long. And still, you wake up exhausted. As if rest only resets your body is missing inside. This isn't collapse. Your life didn't fall apart. You didn't break down dramatically. There was no moment where everything went wrong. That's why it's hard to explain. You didn't lose anything clearly. It just faded, slowly, quietly, without asking permission. Things you used to care about now feel distant, not unimportant, just far away, like they belong to someone else's life. You remember caring, you just don't feel it anymore, and that scares you more than sadness ever did. Because sadness at least proves something is still alive inside. This emptiness doesn't scream. It doesn't demand attention. It sits quietly, patient, unnoticed. It lets you function. It lets you succeed. It lets you continue. That's why no one sees it. People ask how you're doing. You say, I'm okay, and it's not a lie. Because nothing is wrong. There's no emergency, no breakdown, no visible wound, just an absence that doesn't qualify as a problem. You don't feel bad enough to ask for help. You don't hurt loudly enough to be noticed. So you stay quiet. Not because you're strong, but because there's nothing specific to point to. How do you explain that you're empty, but still working? Some days you catch yourself staring, not thinking, not worrying, just blank. Minutes pass. You don't know where they went. And when you come back, you pick up exactly where you left off, like nothing happened. You don't cry. You don't panic. You just feel disconnected from joy, from excitement, from yourself. Even alone, there's no relief. Silence doesn't comfort you. Noise doesn't distract you. You scroll, you watch, you consume, but nothing lands. You wonder if this is just adulthood, if this is what people mean when they say life gets busy, if everyone feels like this and just doesn't talk about it. You remember a time when things felt real, when moments stayed with you, when days had texture. You don't know exactly when that changed. There was no clear line, no turning point, just a gradual quieting. What makes it loneliest is how invisible it is. You're present but not felt, even by yourself. You don't want advice. You don't want solutions. You're not looking for motivation. You just want someone to acknowledge that this state exists, that functioning doesn't mean fulfilled, that being okay doesn't mean being whole. Because right now, you're not falling apart. You're just hollow. and you keep going. No lesson here. No ending that ties things together. Just this quiet truth. You can still move, still speak, still live, and still feel empty while doing all of it.